Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a general energy reading for the sign of Libra for July 2021. This can resonate with your Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus sign. Okay. If the reading resonates, that's brilliant. Or parts of it even. If the reading doesn't resonate, then it's simply not your message. Even though these are labelled for July, they are timeless reads, okay? So I'm just currently shuffling with the Radiant Rider-Waite tarot deck today. We'll cut the cards and then we'll get straight into the reading. So I do the spreads a little bit differently with my cards, so just bear with us while I lay them out for you. And then I'll go through the signs, but obviously you can fast forward or timestamp to the beginning of the reading. So what do we have for Libra, please? For July 2021. What can we start off with, please? Thank you. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups in reverse, so water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Taurus. Oh, I was going to say Taurus then. You could be dealing with a Taurus, but we have the Tower here, so that was interesting. So we have the Two of Cups in reverse. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. Oh. First of all, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Three of Wands. Wow, we have lots of threes here. Okay. So we have the Devil in reverse. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the World in reverse. We have the Four of Pentacles. And lastly, we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay, hopefully you can see all the cards, guys. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. Okay, so the overall sense of the reading is that you are feeling a lot more confident or capable, getting the courage to move on forward and kind of take control of your life in some way or another, overcoming particular hardships that you may have gone through, and it's allowing you to kind of look out to the future in recognition about what it is that you want and how to do it. Yeah, absolutely. Letting go of the burdens to do with a difficult situation in your life with the Ten of Wands in reverse energy. You know, it's giving you a chance to kind of lighten the load, and potentially you may be even standing your ground with people in your life. Particularly, you could be feeling more confident and just saying no. That's an important aspect of when it comes to soul growth, and that's your mastering, you know, with this Ace of Wands, you're mastering your soul growth in a sense by letting go of other things that don't serve you. Potentially there could have been difficulties with other people or yourself, even in relation to your finances or your material world. Maybe you felt like you had to admit defeat to something because you may have felt unbalanced in an unhappy home situation. But I'm really getting the overall sense that you're kind of letting go of any burdens that you've had in your life, which is allowing you to kind of move on forward in more confidence and look at that with more confidence, with the courage, with the strength energy. It's leonine energy, getting that kind of sense of I can do this, and you're moving forward, and it's going to allow you to just feel so much more like focused in your life and feeling a lot more braver about how to move on forward for yourself. Okay. So we have Aries and Scorpio energy with the Tower card. We have the four fixed signs here. We have Taurus, we have Leo, we have Aquarius and Scorpio with the Wheel of Fortune. We have Capricorn energy here, and also the four fixed signs as I just mentioned with the World card over here. Okay. So I haven't really seen any air energy, not even in the cards that we have got so far. So potentially earth, fire and water are the predominant signs that you could potentially be dealing with or have them in your chart somewhere. Okay, so we'll get straight into the reading. I'm really getting the sense that either potentially there had been a period of time of confusion, maybe feeling let down by other people, potentially feel like you're not getting equal give and take, and this in turn getting kind of slow progress on what it is that you want, and potentially in to do with romantic relationships, but it doesn't have to be. I'm really feeling the sense that that is all kind of turning around for you though, that you're gaining this particular clarity, and then what this in turn is allowing you to do is let go of things that no longer serve you, because you may have been stuck in a difficult cycle previously. You may have felt that when it comes to relationships as such, there may have been no closure to do with certain people in your life, and you kind of felt very burdened by the fact that potentially these particular people or situations or whatever were like hovering around is what I'm getting. I'm really getting as well that obviously, you know, there may have been a sense where you're just feeling just relatively just disappointed, but that's coming to an end. You know, maybe you dealt with people in the past who are like very selfish, I'm getting, with the Six of Pentacles energy. Maybe very stingy with their time, stingy with their energy, stingy with their emotions when it came to like you. And it doesn't even need to be romantic relationships. It could have just been like platonically, like to do with just general relationships with people. And there's a tower that had to come in relation to this. Because there's obviously been some sort of discomfort. Sorry about that, my video had cut off. So what I was basically saying here was there's obviously been some sort of lack of imbalance, potentially to do with some like selfishness or stinginess, to do with, you know, people's energies, their resources, their time in relation to how they were with you. And I'm really feeling that there's had to be a tower moment that had to come in to change the fate of all of that, and it's going to eventually work out in your favor. Like, you may have had to kind of separate from people that necessarily weren't that great for you. They didn't have your best intentions at heart, or weren't necessarily looking out for you the way that you may have thought that they were, potentially. Like, so that this had to kind of break down and happen for the kind of Wheel of Fortune to come into your fate and actually, you know, put you in a destined path where you could look forward and actually gain more control of your life, albeit slowly, to have a newer beginning. Potentially, like, this tower moment to come in was to give you the kind of clarity that potentially you weren't necessarily having the collaboration by people with how to move forward in your life. People being very kind of in and out with their time, with their energy, not kind of showing up. I'm getting the sense of not showing up for someone. You know, I have 333 here. You could be seeing those numbers quite often. I'm really getting that strongly. You've had to make some difficult choices in relation to how do you, you know, move on forward. I'm really getting the sense that with this Four of Cups in reverse, it's literally like you're gathering the courage to accept situations for what they are, and decide to have this sudden awareness that you can decide to be happy if you were just to let go of certain people or certain aspects or situations or work relationships and etc. to enable you to move on forward. And that's exactly what's coming in for you, and you're having this particular breakthrough. It may have been all a bit, you know, dark and dreary, as it were, like in the beginning, but I'm really getting the sense that it was absolutely necessary for things to kind of fall away by the wayside so that you could start again into some newer kind of energy, you know, choosing happiness, things working out for you, and then that in turn starting something new in your material world. You know, the whole thing, you know, it takes time to progress. It takes time to move on forward to where you need to go and where you need to be in your life. And it's being more patient with yourself and allowing yourself to kind of move forward like fearlessly and graciously at the same time. it's important to kind of let go of things that don't serve you, and you're allowing yourself to kind of gain control of your life again. And, you know, by being independent and putting down, you know, I'm saying putting down roots. So I'm really feeling like that's something that's important to you at this time. And it's all with this Libra, like with this Libra, it's like you're wanting to gain balance in your life again. And this is essentially, like, we haven't got the Justice card here as of yet, or not seen it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was to come out, because obviously we've got, you know, we've had a lot of imbalance here and things will eventually turn around. But I'm really feeling that, you know, there's been some major kind of life lessons that have needed to happen. And you may have felt at one point or another like really quite upset that things weren't working out the way that you were hoping them to work out. And then this in turn, you may have stayed in particular situations because you may have thought even, oh, well, this isn't working out for me. So essentially, I just feel like I shouldn't trust anybody else, or trust the universe, or trust whoever in my life or whatever in my life to change around. But you're just going through a particular cycle in your life, which is then that in turn changing your emotional aspect, your kind of material aspect, and, you know, you on a soul level, this kind of particular growth. Okay, so I'm really getting the sense like, you know, we haven't got very much like up in your head here, like mental energy. Like you may have just kind of felt a little bit like phased or confused, or I was going to say phased, but then dazed as well came through. So it's like you've been phased, but you're kind of getting out of the phase of feeling dazed. I know that sounds really weird to kind of just drop that rhyme there, but you're definitely dropping people who are not showing you necessarily the commitment that it is that you're wanting in your life, and you're going to receiving justice for this, absolutely, by dropping particular burdens. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull a few clarifiers with the same deck, and just see what kind of messages that we're getting in relation to these major events that are happening, or have been happening, or may happen. You know, why is the Tower here upright? Why is the Tower here, please? For Libra, why is the Tower here? Oh, what was that? Is that something wanted to come out? Page of Wands. Yeah, you're kind of done with all the immaturity. You're done with the kind of lack of direction in your life, conflict, arguments. So something had to come down. Yeah, being emotionally let down by people. You know, not having, you know, feeling this kind of sense of emptiness. That had to all come to an end. Yeah, so that you could accept a situation for what it is, to then eventually regain your stability again. You know, to move on and find peace, recover from something. What else can we get for the Tower, please? Yeah, another page energy. So lots of very immature, emotionally immature people that you may have been dealing with in your life, that weren't necessarily giving to you properly in a connection in one way or another. I'm really feeling that obviously this had made you feel relatively vulnerable, but you are getting to a point with this King of Cups energy. You're getting to the point where, yes, you've gone through it, but it was all to ensure that you would then learn to kind of emotionally master your emotions, like to emotionally step up in a way to grow, because there had been like a lack of direction in relation to that. I'm going to take one more for this Tower. Yeah. The Tower had to come in, and it came out kind of sideways. So the Tower had come in because there had been points where you may have been scared to move on, or potentially you didn't want to rock the boat when it came to other people, and this in turn had only kind of gained emotional baggage through this. I mean, I know this is quite, there's not really any filter on this, but I'm just feeling that you eventually needed this tower to come in, and it's kind of been like a gift from the universe to have this tower come in to show you, to give you the clarity. Yeah, look, with the High Priestess in reverse, it's like these secrets have been revealed, or like you feel like you've had these repressed feelings, or that you couldn't trust your intuition, or feeling powerless in a particular situation, that you weren't sure that you wanted to move on, or how to move on. And then so therefore, it's been like, you've been kind of looked out after to say, okay, right, we've had enough of this happening, so therefore now we have to have certain events play out so that eventually you would be able to feel strong enough to move on emotionally and physically out of particular situations to regain balance again. Now, this could have been to do with a home situation that was very burdened and you just felt exhausted in. That could have potentially been why this tower come in, because you thought that it was something to do with, you know, one thing or another. It could have been like romantic or relationships. I'm just getting lots of messages, so bear with us, please. You know, but yeah, this broke up the deck and we've got the Ten of Swords. There's been some sort of betrayal, or you know, just feeling at rock bottom where you've had to, you know, discover, look, I'm not a doormat anymore, I'm not a victim, I'm going to move on forward, and you've had to have certain events play out. So why is the Wheel of Fortune here, please? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here for Libra? Okay. What's this? Yeah, to get truth and clarity about a particular situation coming into play in your life. This Queen of Swords. Getting to that point of having that recognition of going, I know exactly what's going on now. Now I can actually move on. I'm not stuck in something anymore. Yeah, because people got caught out with this Seven of Swords energy. You're making plans on how to move on forward, but something got caught out, or someone got caught out, and you decided, look, I don't want any of the drama anymore. I feel tired enough as it is. You know, this has drained me, this particular situation, and you know, people may have tried to kind of make you feel weak or abuse their power in one particular way or another by being the way that they were, and you've just gone, right, okay. You know, this is a beautiful energy, this Queen of Swords. This is someone who's gone through so much, and they stand up in the midst of adversity, and they have the courage, like very much linked with the Strength card in a sense, to go through what it is that they need to get out of difficult times. Yeah, you could have been dealing with someone with an Emperor energy in reverse, to do with power struggles, like someone being a bit of a tyrant, trying to take control of you, or being very controlling or dominating in a particular way. And then you're breaking free from that with the Devil energy in reverse. What's this Devil energy up here, please? Wow. Yeah, you're breaking free to go after your happiness with the Ten of Cups energy. Yeah, you're standing up for yourself and what you believe in and what you desire. Okay? And you're maintaining control in your life. Yeah? Figuring out what your beliefs are and just deciding, look, these are my beliefs. I'm going to go forward in whatever it is, with your purity of intention to go after this Ten of Cups and break free from a toxic situation, or a toxic, relatively toxic person as such. Okay. Yeah, because you may have felt stuck in it for a situation for a long time, but you've had this enlightenment that you will be victorious and successful after a period of time of being left out the cold to do with the situation, and now you're needing to heal with the Four of Swords. Why is the World here in reverse? What's this incomplete cycle? Yeah, potentially getting out of a cycle where you may have felt taken advantage by people. It's another Aries energy there. Yeah, but you're emotionally leaving that, which is amazing. Look at that. Emotionally checking out and abandoning a particular situation. Not getting caught in the drama, not getting caught up in the mess anymore. My throat just went. So potentially this may have been a difficult truth for either to accept or to actually tell others your truth, that you're not going to stand for something anymore. Yeah, you're not working on particular situations with people anymore, and you're turning around in your power. You're just deciding, look, with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it's like, okay, You know, I've been in a position where I've just felt no motivation to kind of change out of what it is that I'm doing, but now these certain things have happened. It's like that realization of going, okay, I know what I need to do now, and I need to leave and get out of this. Okay, which you will do. I'm going to take one more for the world. Ooh. Okay, well, all of that fell on the floor, but one card remain. Yeah, you've been up in your head, stressed and worried and anxious about the whole thing, but that's coming to an end with the Death card. You know, you're transforming, you're going through to the end of a cycle, letting go of the stress and moving on to something brand new, you know, and you're moving on forward quickly in this truth. And it's going to allow you to get to that new emotional fulfillment and beginning that you have been wanting, because you're now getting to a point where you are just forgiving yourself but forgiving others. You're compromising on, like, you're compromising on a sense, like, you may have felt like you compromised previously, but now you're not compromising. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, because you're not dealing with just other people and their rubbish anymore, which is a really positive thing. Okay, well, anyway, thank you so much for being here, and I hope that you enjoyed the read. I hope that it resonated. If it did, that's fantastic. Leave us a like, share, comment, a subscribe. Would greatly appreciate it, and hopefully we'll catch you in the next reading. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye for now.